Today's video was requested by Draco. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. Piranhas are vicious fish, notorious for tightly packed, interlocking serrated teeth, used for rapid puncture and shearing. In fact, piranha teeth are so sharp, several South American tribes have used them as tools for carving wood, cutting hair, as well as for modifying tools, such as sharpening darts. The total number of piranha species is still up for debate, but the largest and most dangerous of them is the red-bellied piranha, which can grow to be around 2 feet. Piranhas live and hunt in groups called shoals, which vary in size, consisting of up to 20 or more piranhas. The general belief is that they hunt in groups to devour their prey more effectively. Feeding frenzies do occur and offer a nightmarish sight, in which the water turns blood red with severed pieces of flesh floating about. However, according to researchers from National Geographic, piranhas most likely travel together as a form of protection from other predators. Whenever they feel threatened, different shoals will band together to eliminate the threat. This doesn't bode well for swimmers in piranha-infested waters, as in large numbers, these vicious fish can devour large prey within minutes. Number 4. Dave Brown. The true power of a piranha attack comes from the number of them involved in the attack. When several shoals group together, a storm of razor-sharp teeth is unleashed and the outcome can be deadly for anyone unlucky enough to be caught in the middle of it. Yet sometimes, as pet shop owner Dave Brown learned, it only takes a single piranha to send you to the hospital. It was the first piranha that Brown ever took in from a previous owner too scared to look after it. The 44-year-old tried to scoop the fish into a bag twice, and it lunged at his hand on each attempt. On Brown's third attempt, the piranha took a chunk of his right thumb. Brown later told the media there was blood everywhere. Every time I had him in the plastic bag, the fish would bite through it. Piranhas usually attack when they're hungry, but the way Brown handled the fish most likely made it feel threatened. After the attack, the pet shop owner had to go to the hospital to get stitches on his thumb. He stated that his shop would probably stop taking in piranhas. Piranhas can be found in the Amazon basin, as well as other rivers throughout South America, such as the Orinoco, the Paraguay Piranha, and the São Francisco River. While most species can be found in a single river system, others, like the red-bellied piranha, are present in several. Rogue exotic fish traders have introduced piranhas in some areas around the world far from their natural habitat. Thus, piranhas were found in Kaptai Lake, southeast of Bangladesh, and in China's Lijiang River. In some countries, as well as in several US states, it's illegal to transport, possess, sell, or purchase piranhas. The red-bellied piranha is the most common aquarium piranha. When held in the tank, these creatures need to be kept alone or in groups of 4 or more. Aggression amongst piranha is common, and thus pairing them will most likely result in the stronger fish killing the weaker one. However, if the group is larger, the aggression tends to be more widely distributed. Number 3. Attacks in Argentina. On Christmas Day 2013, at least 70 people were injured in a mass piranha attack at a popular beach on the Piranha River, near the city of Rosario in Argentina. In the worst attack in the area since 2008, when 40 people were hurt by the bloodthirsty fish. Lifeguards from the Rambla Catalunya beach ordered bathers not to get into the water after tens of them emerged with chunks of their flesh devoured. The scene reportedly resembled something from a horror movie. People got out of the water with agonizing wounds and blood dripping from their bodies. Paramedics reported scores of deep cuts on toes, ankles, and fingers. One of the injuries was reportedly so severe that it resulted in amputation. Around 20 of the victims were children. One 7-year-old girl lost the entire top part of her fingers. It's believed the piranha were attracted to the shore by the debris left behind by fishermen. Only 1 month later, another attack occurred at the same beach. with 10 bathers claiming various wounds inflicted by the man-eating fish. The fact that piranhas can clean your body to the skeleton within minutes has been somewhat exaggerated. Nevertheless, they can and have produced severe injuries that resulted in the victim bleeding to death. Their attacking prowess comes from their numbers, so if you're unfortunate enough to draw in multiple competing shoals, it can be extremely dangerous. With hundreds of razor-sharp teeth chewing at your body simultaneously, the pain is unbearable and death becomes a real possibility. Piranhas use their top and bottom teeth together, like scissors, to eviscerate food. Just like sharks, they have serrated teeth that they lose and regrow throughout their lives. They also possess one of the strongest bites of all bony fishes when adjusted for size. The black piranha produces one of the most forceful bites measured in all vertebrates. This incredible bite force is generated by large jaw muscles that are closely attached to the tip of the jaw. This feature, combined with the piranha's sharp teeth, make the fish extremely well adapted for tearing the flesh from its prey. Number 2. Adria Muniz. On the afternoon of January the 27th, 2015, Adria Muniz was in a canoe with her grandmother and 4 other children. They were on Brazil's Maicaru River, near the town of Monte Alegre. After a storm capsized the canoe, they all fell in the piranha-infested waters. Adria's grandmother managed to bring the other children into the canoe, but the 6-year-old slipped from her grasp. A group of townspeople formed a search party and eventually found her, but she was already dead. Adria's body was taken to a morgue in Monte Alegre. Gruesome post-mortem pictures show how piranhas stripped the flesh from her legs clean off. In the nightmarish pictures, her head, arms, and torso don't seem to have fallen prey to the predatory fish. Her legs, however, are gnawed to the bone. It's still unclear whether she died by drowning or of blood loss as a consequence of the piranha attack. Regardless, the sheer brutality of her wounds serve as a stark reminder of how dangerous piranhas can be. Piranha attacks reach their peak in the dry season, which typically lasts from April to September. That's when the water is lower and food sources are scarce. Piranhas are most likely to attack when splashes are made in the water. That's why children playing in water tend to be more vulnerable. Swimming near fishermen increases the chances of an attack because of struggling fish and the presence of bait in the water. If you know piranhas might be present in the water, try to use a flowing motion when walking or swimming in order to avoid splashing. You should also cover up cuts and open wounds, as piranha are known to be attracted to blood. Avoid getting in the water if you're already injured or otherwise incapacitated. Piranha attacks aren't usually fatal and normally result in minor injuries to the hands and feet. However, the strength of the attack increases the more piranhas join in. If you've been bit, leave the water immediately in order to avoid further bites and to get your wounds treated to prevent infection. Number 1. Attacks in Brazil. In September 2011, more than 100 swimmers were attacked by piranha in Brazil over the course of a single weekend. It happened at a lake resort near the town of José de Freitas in the Piauí province. According to a spokesman from the Brazilian Institute of Environment and Renewable Natural Resources, the fish were both adult and fingerlings, and they attacked the swimmers due to a lack of food sources. Most of the injuries consisted of bitten heels and toes, but some of those attacks required hospital treatment in the province's capital, located around 30 miles from the resort. In attempts to control the piranha population, wildlife authorities introduced other fish species like tilapia and peacock bass in the lake, both to attack the piranha and to act as food for them. In recent years, numerous attacks have been reported annually at popular Brazilian holiday resorts, and tourists complain that the local authorities aren't doing enough to warn people of the dangers. In April 2017, at least 12 bathers on Praia de Cocó in Tocantins were attacked by the vicious fish. In June that same year, a 22-year-old woman swimming off the Praia de Cristo in northeast Brazil had a chunk of flesh bitten out of the sole of her foot. She was rushed to hospital, suffering from shock and massive blood loss.